My name is Frank Stoll. I'm Chief Creative Designer at DALIM Software. DALIM Software is a German-based software company based in Kiel, just near the border, French border. We're creating software that helps a team to produce content in a collaborative and automated way. We originally started to produce magazine nearly 20 years ago because we wanted to immerse ourselves, the company, in the world of media, printing client, and there was no better way to do it, to prove that the perfect solution we are building is the solution you need to produce magazine.
What are the difficulties you have to face when designing the magazine?
The first problem is to get all the assets together, meaning the image, text, logo, whatever you need to produce content and specifically, of course, a magazine. Second point is, of course, keeping track of all the changes, the comment, notification you can have on each asset, on each page, on everything you are producing. Last thing is managing, of course, the Flatland. And thanks to ES, we have an online Flatland that helps us a lot to track changes. And of course, getting the internal, external approval of all the content articles that are made and that I put in the Flatland.
How does DALIM ES solve these difficulties?
By letting contributors to upload the different assets we need for the magazine. By contributor, I mean the internal, external contributor, people that are working, writing stories for the magazine, people that send us, for example, advertising that has to be put in the magazine. Secondly, we have an automated workflow that allows us to track every changes on different assets, notification, comment that were made on the page that is put in the Flatland. We also have the ability with the Flatland to create stories, meaning colors for each story, that allows you to manage and track in the Flatland position of every story, every advertising. And of course, as soon as something change, you are immediately notified by this change and you can see what you have to do and the thing you have to work on each page to make a new revision.
What is your favorite feature of DALIM ES that makes the creation of a magazine evolve and even innovate?
For me, the Flatland is one of the key features of the ES system. You have the ability to view in different way your Flatland. You can, for example, view different versions of the Flatland, meaning if you're working with a magazine in multiple language, you can compare the multiple language, see different story in different language. Of course, you can also see the Flatland in the section view. It's more printer oriented, and of course the different revision of your different story that are in the Flatland.
What are the benefits of DALIM ES for a designer?
Okay, there is a couple of benefits. First is the centralization of all the needed assets. So you don't have to worry, you always have the latest asset that you need to create a different layout for the pages. Of course, you have for each asset that is in the system, you have the ability to track and view the different revision. I also love a lot the ability of the workflow part to pre-flight each PDF that I put in the system. So meaning if I forgot to change image from RGB to CMYK, I'm immediately notified that my asset, my page has a problem. The same for the resolution of each image.
And what are the benefits of DALIM ES for publishers and
For the publisher, surely the online Flatland that helps you to manage the stories. You can swap stories by dragging the different page. You can, of course, increase the number of pages of the magazine. You can change everything you want, even if the deadline is coming closer and closer. Of course, you can track every changes on the Flatland, putting comment on every page. You can send notification to your customer or people that ask you to have an advertising in the magazine.
And now for printers?
For the printer, the high value of the section and the version view in ES is a key feature. The printer can have different version of a magazine, meaning different number of page, different version for different countries, for example. Everything is set with the in-position form even at the start. And the printer can send a link for approbation through the dialogue, and everything is color managed. So it's really what you see is what you get, Flatland.
So now a long shot. Can we say that DALIM ES is revolutionizing the world of publishing and print?
Yes, I think. In this new normal, by putting virtually in the same room the prepress department, the publisher, the printer, and allow them to work together on the same asset at the same time from different locations in the world, to me this is a revolution.